Within the past half hour, jury deliberations have begun in Bill Cosby's sexual assault trial. They will decide whether to convict or acquit the 79-year-old entertainer on allegations that date back more than a decade. Our Alicia Nieves now joins us live from the Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown, where both sides made their case to the jury. Alicia.
Well, Joe, as you said, the case against Bill Cosby is now in the hands of the jury after all day hearing lengthy closing arguments from the defense side and prosecution side. And I mentioned earlier, those closing arguments were very aggressive. They were very compelling also. Prosecutors in Montgomery County had all last week to make the sexual assault case against Bill Cosby. Today, the famous comedian walked into the Montgomery County Courthouse with his wife under heavy speculation that he might testify, now that it was his defense team's turn to tell his side of the story.
You weigh out every option, but why should he testify?
In court, the famous comedian chose not to take the stand, though, telling the judge it was his decision. Instead, his defense attorney, Brian McMonagle, in his closing argument would speak directly to the jury for an hour and a half. He aggressively told jurors, "What are we doing here? This is nonsense, and can we just stop this?" McMonagle dissected Andrea Constant's testimony and accusation that Cosby drugged her and sexually assaulted her, almost mocking her in his closing argument and flat out calling Constance a stone-cold liar. This woman was in the courtroom and also alleges sexual assault by Cosby.
How does he sleep at night? He's such an aggressive that frankly, if I were a juror, I would vote guilty just based on his aggressive, antagonistic behavior.
For the prosecution, District Attorney Kevin Steele told the jury they should be insulted by the defense's behavior and closing argument, that this case against Cosby is easy to decide because in his 2005 deposition, the comedian admits to giving Constance drugs before he had a sexual encounter with her and not telling her what the drugs were. And again, the judge just put the fate of the comedian Bill Cosby in the hands of the jury in this sexual assault trial after spending about an hour charging the jury. Our Greg Argos was inside the courtroom during that time and joins us live now with what we can expect from now.
That's exactly right. Thank you so much, Alicia. You know, the jury, like you mentioned, just was handed the jury rules, the actual counts against comedian Bill Cosby. The 7 men and 5 women are currently deliberating right now the fate of this famous comedian. We're told that dinner has been ordered by the judge and the staff here, and there is no set time for how long this could take for the jury to deliberate into the evening. Basically, until they want to, they could continue to deliberate. Once again, 7 men and 5 women. The 6 alternates are also in a separate room. Everyone is sequestered right now as they're deciding whether or not to charge and to convict Bill Cosby on these counts. Once again, this is from 2004, these allegations. The men and women of the jury listened to the 5 days of testimony. Today's testimony actually was very quick, the defense resting after just 1 witness called to the stand. Another interesting fact today, we've been under a moratorium, so to speak, when it comes to tweeting or texting or giving any information out from the courtroom, but we're told by court officials if and when the jury does reach a verdict this afternoon or even in the coming days, we will be allowed to tweet, text, or even email that information out to the public. This is an exception being made by the judge here. Once again, the 7 men, 5 women currently deliberating. No set time on when they will wrap up for this evening. We'll be out here all evening long and provide you the latest here from Norristown. For now, though, we're live here in Norristown. I'm Greg Argos, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.